Breaking news. Max Verstappen isn't holding back. He's taken a direct swipe at the British media, reigniting an intense debate over bias and respect in the sport. And that's not all. Yuki Tsunoda, newly announced as Verstappen's Red Bull teammate, has finally broken his silence on this monumental career shift. The story of two drivers, each facing their own challenges, is setting the stage for what could be Formula One's most dramatic season yet. For Max Verstappen, the past 4 years have been nothing short of legendary, winning 4 consecutive world championships and dominating the 2024 season with a level of skill and confidence few can match. Verstappen has solidified his place among Formula One's elite. Yet, beneath the surface of his extraordinary achievements, the Dutchman has faced a persistent issue: scrutiny from the British media. Over the years, Verstappen has been portrayed as both a hero and a villain. Critics frequently target his aggressive driving style and fiery temperament, painting a stark contrast between his actions and the praise he perceives is lavished on British drivers like Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. The 2024 season amplified these tensions, with several on-track incidents further fueling the narrative. In Mexico, Verstappen received 2 separate 10-second penalties after clashes with Norris, sparking comparisons to cartoon villains. Damon Hill, a respected voice in F1 and a former world champion, referred to Verstappen as Dick Dastardly, a dig that did not go unnoticed. Sky Sports pundits and commentators added their voices to the criticism, suggesting that Verstappen's legacy might suffer from his unsportsmanlike behaviour. Despite the noise, Verstappen remained focused on his craft. A remarkable win in Brazil, where he recovered from 17th on the grid to secure a dominant victory, silenced some detractors, albeit temporarily. His father, Jos Verstappen, later revealed that the negative press had fueled his son's determination, saying, "They think they're taking him out of his good mood, but he only gets better because of it." The culmination of Verstappen's frustration came after his victory at the São Paulo Grand Prix. Speaking to reporters at the post-race press conference, Verstappen addressed the absence of British journalists with a pointed remark: "Where are they? Do they have to run to the airport, or did they forget where the press room is?" The comment, delivered with a wry smile, masked deeper frustrations. Verstappen elaborated later, saying, "It's not all British journalists, but some think they're so important they have to comment on everything. They twist the narrative to suit their biases, and it always seems to favour British drivers." The Dutchman's remarks triggered a wave of responses. David Croft, Sky Sports' iconic commentator, clarified on social media that his absence was procedural, explaining, "It's standard practice for written media to attend these conferences, not broadcasters. Let's not make this into something it's not." Similarly, F1 TV presenter Will Buxton suggested that logistical reasons, not bias, explained the absence of some journalists. But Verstappen wasn't interested in excuses. For him, this was about fairness and respect. He argued that the dominance of British media in Formula One coverage creates a skewed narrative, often casting him as the villain. "If I were racing Charles Leclerc, it would be a completely different story," he mused, pointing to the perceived favouritism towards British competitors. Verstappen's candidness has always been a defining trait, but this time, it felt like a battle cry. "I won't stay quiet anymore," he declared. "I'll call it out every time. If they want to criticise me, they better have valid reasons." While Verstappen fought his battles off the track, another story was quietly unfolding in the paddock. Yuki Tsunoda, a driver who has spent his career in Verstappen's shadow, was about to make a giant leap forward. Red Bull's decision to promote Tsunoda to the main team alongside Verstappen for the 2025 season was as surprising as it was exciting. Tsunoda's rise through the ranks had been steady but largely unnoticed. His tenure at AlphaTauri showcased his potential, but he was often overlooked in favour of other drivers like Sergio Perez or Pierre Gasly. The turning point came during the 2024 Abu Dhabi post-season test. Tsunoda got his first chance to drive the RB20, the car that had propelled Verstappen to his fourth championship. His performance was nothing short of exceptional. Engineers at the track and back at Red Bull's Milton Keynes headquarters were impressed by his detailed feedback and adaptability. "I heard a lot about how impressed they were," Tsunoda said in an interview. This wasn't just from the trackside engineers, but also from those working remotely at the factory. They mentioned how detailed and valuable my input was, which is incredibly encouraging. For Tsunoda, this was validation of years of hard work. Red Bull already knew about my speed. What they were evaluating was my technical understanding and how I could adapt to their highly competitive environment. I focused on providing clear and thorough feedback, and it seems that effort paid off, he explained. As Verstappen continues to challenge media narratives, he remains laser-focused on his legacy. The Dutchman has made it clear that his goal is not just to win, but to be remembered as one of the greatest. His outspokenness may polarize opinions, but it's undeniably authentic. "Some people criticize me because they don't have a championship-winning mentality," Verstappen remarked. "I'm here to win. That's what matters." Tsunoda, on the other hand, is embarking on a new chapter in his career. His promotion to Red Bull isn't just a professional milestone, it's the culmination of years of dedication and resilience. For the first time, he'll have the opportunity to compete at the highest level, alongside a teammate who is arguably the best driver of this generation. "The RB20 felt like a natural fit for my driving style," Tsunoda reflected. "Even on long runs, I was able to push the car to its limits and understand its characteristics. That gave me a lot of confidence." Tsunoda's ultimate dream is to stand on the podium at Suzuka, his home Grand Prix. "That would be the pinnacle," he said. "But to achieve that, I want to help build a stronger team and a better car. Until then, I ask everyone to be patient." For Tsunoda, the biggest challenge lies ahead. Partnering with Verstappen comes with immense pressure. Previous teammates like Perez and Gasly struggled to adapt to Red Bull's demanding environment, often faltering under the weight of comparisons to Verstappen's dominance. Tsunoda, however, seems undeterred. "This is an incredible opportunity," he said. "I'm not here to compete against Max. I'm here to learn from him and contribute to the team's success." Red Bull's team dynamics will undoubtedly be tested. Verstappen is known for his unyielding approach and fierce competitiveness, which can be intimidating for a younger driver. Yet, Tsunoda's calm and focused demeanour might be the perfect complement to Verstappen's fiery personality. As the 2024 season closes, Formula One finds itself at a crossroads. Verstappen's defiance has sparked a necessary conversation about media bias and respect within the sport. Whether or not his words lead to meaningful change, they've undeniably left an impact. For Tsunoda, the journey is just beginning. His promotion to Red Bull marks a new chapter not only in his career, but also in the team's history. With Honda's backing and Red Bull's trust, Tsunoda has the tools to succeed. But the real test is yet to come. The 2025 season promises to be a spectacle. Verstappen's quest for greatness, Tsunoda's rise to prominence, and the ever-evolving dynamics of Formula One will keep fans on the edge of their seats. As the drivers prepare to take their places on the grid, one thing is certain: the fight for glory is far from over. Max Verstappen has once again shown he's not afraid to speak his mind, while Yuki Tsunoda is ready to seize his moment. Together, they'll shape the future of Red Bull racing and Formula One itself. Stay tuned for all the twists and turns that 2025 has in store. Don't forget to subscribe and join us for more in-depth coverage of the most thrilling sport in the world.